Well, today's been a day and I'm very tired. Feels like we were walking quite a bit. Although I guess when you look over it, it probably doesn't really seem that much as we talk about it. But it was a full day, something more than what we are normally used to doing. So this morning we got up and we went to this place called PV Donuts, and I got it's called a cereal milk filled donut, which is, I was like, how do you put milk in a donut? So I had to ask the girl. I said, okay, how do you put milk in a donut? Because who does that, right? You're going to bite into the donut and the milk's just going to run out all over the place and it's going to be a total mess. Like, so what is it? And she says, it's not really milk, it's a uh, bakery cream, baker's cream, something like that. Um, so I said, okay, I got to try this. So the donut's covered with um, like fruity pebbles. Looks really cool. Definitely something kids would be into. And I was thinking cream. It's not gonna be that messy. Like maybe a little bit thinner than a jelly donut, perhaps. Something that's it's gonna be nice and neat because I like neat food. Um, but it was interesting. So we got it. We sat down, and I was just really digging it. I took my first bite, and the milk didn't pour out everywhere, so I was very thankful. It tasted very good. I took my second and third bite, and then it started getting a little bit messy. Um, Definitely a little bit thinner than the jelly, like I was thinking, but I'm sure it's exactly what she described, and I ate it all up anyhow. It was worth what little mess there was. So it was great, and the milk was, so after you finish your cereal, you've got the milk left in the bowl, and the milk is flavored with whatever kind of cereal you were eating. This is what the inside kind of tasted like. It was flavored like fruity bubbles, and I like my fruity bubbles, so it was great. It was really really tasty. So after we finished at PV Donuts, we took an Uber to a place called the Arcade. And this place, guys, I'm sorry to tell you, I know I'm here for the games, and going to a place like called the Arcade, you would expect it to be like a penny arcade, but there is not a single game in this place. No pinballs, no Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, nothing. Um, Not a penny arcade at all. But what was there were like resale shops. It was little tiny resale shops. There were a few small food places, restaurants, and a hair salon. And there's even, I believe, like a modeling agency there. Um, but we went through and we looked at some of the resale shops. I found an old game called Ropes and Ladders, which I thought was interesting. I went to take it off the shelf and I started noticing I was moving some ceramic pieces, and I was like, I think I'll just leave that alone because I don't need to be knocking ceramic stuff off. And I'm pretty sure it's exactly like Shoots and Ladders. So I just left that there. But it was a neat little old game, something cute to look at. Um, and then the next shop we went into, I found an interesting postcard. So this is the postcard I got. This is like one of my souvenirs. It says Providence. It's a little retro kind of look to it. I thought it was kind of cute. So that was my postcard. And after we went to the arcade and we shopped around, I think they said it was like one of the oldest buildings in town, sort of like a outdoor market kind of thing. But afterwards, we went to a little park area. We walked around. We got to see some silver, civil, 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 civil war monuments, which were statues, which was kind of cool. Lots of pigeons in the area. It was like a park, And the pigeons are not like the pigeons where we're from. Where we're from, you walk up to them and they kind of scatter. They keep their distance. They know you're there. They keep their distance. These pigeons, they don't care. They're there and you better move for them. In fact, we were walking and there was one pigeon. He was just he was sleeping on the sidewalk. Could walk right up to him, could have grabbed him, and he probably still would have been sleeping. So I thought that was kind of cute. The pigeons or they expect you, I guess, to kind of conform to them. So that was cute, different from where we're from. After the park, we walked down one of the streets, heading back towards the convention center to check on our the book that they give you. I forget what they call it, the guide. Anyhow, but we were walking down the street, checking out some shops. We went into some artsy shops and we found one and found my second souvenir. I thought that was really cool. You guys, so if you got this postcard, it says don't mess with Rhode Island either. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cute. So if you guys don't know, obviously Texas has a kind of a marketing campaign for to keep Texas beautiful kind of thing. I'm sure all the states have it, but Texas's marketing slogan is "Don't mess with Texas," and you throw your trash in the thing because you're not supposed to mess with Texas. So that's what that's about. And I thought that was kind of cute. Texas being like the biggest state and Rhode Island being the tiniest state. The two things together were really neat. So after that, we did go to the convention center. We asked about the program guide, and they said they still don't have the program guide available. And the girl there suggested that we go use our phones and we download the HasCon app, and all of the information is there. So I asked her what the name is. She didn't know what the name is, but she said just look at HasCon, and it has a little colorful logo, and that's the app that you want to get. Well, I went to the app store, type in HasCon, I can't find it anywhere. So I don't know if they don't have an app. I checked the website even, because surely if you have an app, you're going to advertise it on your website. So checked their website, the HasCon website, not there. I don't know. So we're just going to be winging it. We're going to go get there early tomorrow. I'm sure we'll find a program guide once we get there. Also asked them about the fancy stuff that we get, the swag. She said we can get that tomorrow at the VIP lounge. So hopefully I'll be able to show you guys that tomorrow. Super excited to see that. So after we were kind of bummed out about that, we caught another car and we went to this place across the river again, kind of towards the PV Donuts, called the John Brown House Museum. We thought it was kind of cool. We wanted to go to a one of the gilded houses kind of things, and this was sort of like that, and it was a lot closer. And we took it was a 1 hour tour. Got to look all throughout the house, which was really neat. I believe they said it was called a Georgian style house. It's a square house, like square, which from the outside, for me, it's kind of boring. But on the inside, I thought it was really cool. It's kind of divided up into 3 sections. So the middle section is like the hallway and the stairwell. And then on either side are the rooms, and each floor basically has 2 rooms on each side. So 4 rooms per floor, more or less. In the first floor, the ceilings were super tall, like 15, 20 feet maybe, probably closer to 15. The second floor, they were a little bit shorter. And then on the third floor, they were pretty much normal, like maybe an 8-foot, 9-foot ceiling. So that was really interesting. And when we were done with that, I realized I really liked the inside of the house. I really enjoyed the way it felt very roomy, like you could move around very easily. In the hallway, there was furniture along the edges, like those little half round tables, and you could have chairs next to it. There were case clocks, lots of artwork in there, and even with all the furniture in the hallway, 2, 3 people could pass each other side by side, no problems at all. Great house. I loved it. I like it being so roomy. So after that, we walked towards what they call Thayer Street, which took us through Brown University, which was kind of cool. So we got to see another university, and it was definitely in a very urban setting. Something that's, I mean, the universities I'm used to dealing with, they're considered in an urban setting, but this is even much more so. It's more almost like a downtown. I guess it is technically downtown Providence, a downtown setting. The building style is different than what I'm used to seeing, but it definitely fit in and flowed very well with the other buildings in the area, the houses and whatnot. So it looked very old, very interesting. I liked getting that experience and seeing another university in that sort of way. So we walked through Brown, and then we walked down Thayer Street, and at the very end, we came across this place called Insomnia Cookies. We got a cookie. I have yet to eat it, but I'm sure it's great. The thing that's really interesting about these people is they deliver to 3 a.m. every day. Who does that? Like, why are you gonna need cookies at 3 a.m.? Maybe if you have the munchies, I guess. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. So they've got cookies and ice creams. Thought it was interesting. I look forward to eating our cookie. Probably going to be doing that like any minute now when I'm done with this. After we got our cookies, we took another car over to Federal Hill, and we had dinner. We had at one of the Italian places. I had chicken cacciatore, which is pretty good, and the bread, and they had a garlic olive oil that was really, really good. One of my favorite garlic olive oils, I think, that I've had. They also had some signature sangrias, is what they called them. I think it was basically just wine with flavored vodka added to it. So, but we had one of those. I had the violet. Not really sure what flavor was in it, but it was purple. Not quite grape tasting, not quite blueberry tasting, but it was very good. Maybe violet tasting. I don't know. Anyhow, that's what it was called, the violet sangria, and chicken cacciatore is what I had. So then after that, we walked down the street, basically the Federal Hill area, and then we decided just to take a car back home and call it a night because I'm super tired. My legs are killing me. I feel like I've been walking all day, although I know I really haven't. I think that 1 hour tour at the John Brown house, or James Brown house, John Brown house, kind of did my legs in for the day. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow because I'm excited for HasCon, but my legs, I don't know how much more they can take, but they're gonna have to bear it out. That's just the way it is. So anyhow, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow.